Want to get this show ad-free? Head to dailytechnewsshow.com/subscribe to find out how.
Psoriatic arthritis symptoms can be unpredictable.
I had joint pain, and I couldn't move like I used to.
I needed relief.
I got Cosentyx.
It helped me move better.
Cosentyx secukinumab is prescribed for people 2 years of age and older with active psoriatic arthritis. Don't use if you're allergic to Cosentyx. Before starting, get checked for tuberculosis. An increased risk of infections and lowered ability to fight them may occur, like tuberculosis or other serious bacterial, fungal, or viral infections. Some are fatal. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms like fevers, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or cough, had a vaccine or plan to, or if inflammatory bowel disease symptoms develop or worsen. Serious allergic reactions and severe eczema-like skin reactions may occur. Learn more at 1-844-COSENTYX or Cosentyx.com.
Ask your rheumatologist about Cosentyx.
If you're a lineman in charge of keeping the lights on, Grainger understands that you go to great lengths and sometimes heights to ensure the power is always flowing, which is why you can count on Grainger for professional-grade products and next-day delivery, so you have everything you need to get the job done. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
In business, they say you can have better, cheaper, or faster, but you only get to pick two. What if you could have all three? You can with Oracle Cloud Infrastructure. OCI is the blazing fast hyperscaler for your infrastructure, database, application development, and AI needs, where you can run any workload for less. Compared with other clouds, OCI costs up to 50% less for compute, 70% less for storage, and 80% less for networking. Try OCI for free at oracle.com/techheadlines. oracle.com/techheadlines.
These are the Daily Tech Headlines for Wednesday, August 6th, 2025. I'm Sarah Lane. On Tuesday, OpenAI released its first open-weight LLMs, GPT-OSS 120B and GPT-OSS 20B, under the Apache 2.0 license. Both are available for free on Hugging Face and through cloud providers like Azure and AWS. The larger model requires 80 gigabytes of memory and performs similarly to OpenAI's O4 Mini, while the 20B model runs on 16 gigabytes and rivals O3 Mini benchmarks. OpenAI says it built in safety measures to prevent misuse and may add API support. GPU-optimized versions are already accessible for Windows users through Foundry Local and VS Code's AI toolkits. Reuters reports that Apple will announce an additional $100 billion commitment to U.S. manufacturing, on top of its previously pledged $500 billion over 4 years. The investment is said to include a new advanced manufacturing facility in Houston, Texas, and expanded U.S. content production. Apple has already paid $800 million in tariffs and expects $1.1 billion in tariffs next quarter. Nvidia is rejecting some U.S. lawmakers' calls to add backdoors or kill switches to its AI chips, saying such measures would create security vulnerabilities. Chief Security Officer David Reber Jr. said in a blog post that hardware-level controls without user consent, quote, violate the fundamental principles of cybersecurity, end quote. The comments follow proposed U.S. legislation that would mandate tracking and remote disabling features in AI chips. Disney plans to shut down the standalone Hulu app and merge it into the Disney Plus app next year. Standalone subscriptions for both services will still be available. The integration follows Disney's $9 billion buyout of Comcast's Hulu stake. Hulu Live TV users will be moved to Fubo under a new joint venture. ESPN's new flagship streaming service will launch on August 21st for $30 per month or $36 bundled with Disney Plus and Hulu. The app will offer all of ESPN's live games, studio shows, ESPN2, SEC Network, ESPN on ABC, fantasy tools, betting integrations, and documentaries. Startup OpenMind is developing OM1, an open, hardware-agnostic operating system for humanoid robots, positioning itself as the Android of robotics. The company also introduced a new protocol called Fabric to let robots share identity, context, and information in real time. OpenMind will deploy its first OM1-powered robotic dogs in September, aiming to accelerate iteration based on user feedback and real-world integration. Tuesday, Google announced Genie 3, a model that can generate and maintain interactive 3D game-like environments in real time. Genie 3 now supports several minutes of user interaction and remembers spatial details like the color of paint on a wall or chalkboard text, and runs at 720p and 24 frames per second. Users can prompt things like weather changes and add characters within a world, but it is limited to a small group of researchers and creators for now. In other AI news, Anthropic also unveiled Claude Opus 4.1, which it says upgrades agentic tasks, real-world coding, and reasoning, adding that Claude Opus 4.1 improves software engineering accuracy to 74.5%. Tinder is planning a redesign and features like modes for switching dating goals, profile-specific likes, and college-only search to better appeal to Gen Z and reverse a 7% drop in paying users. Parent company Match Group reported flat revenue and falling profits in Q2, but says it expects growth in Q3. Tinder's also expanding its AI-powered matching tool, first tested in New Zealand, and investing $50 million into product development. And finally today, in a little more Google AI news, the Gemini app now lets you create illustrated storybooks with read-aloud narration for families. Users can prompt Gemini to explain a complex topic, teach lessons, animate artwork, or transform memories into adventures. After a text preview, Gemini generates a 10-page book with art and audio in a customizable Canva-style interface, offering various art styles, shareable links, and download options. It supports over 45 languages on both mobile and desktop. For more analysis of the tech news of the day, subscribe to dailytechnewsshow.com. That's where you can find show notes and links to all these headlines there as well. I'm Sarah Lane, and I thank you for listening. And guess what? I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Psoriatic arthritis symptoms can be unpredictable.
I had joint pain, and I couldn't move like I used to.
I needed relief.
I got Cosentix.
It helped me move better.
Cosentyx secukinumab is prescribed for people 2 years of age and older with active psoriatic arthritis. Don't use if you're allergic to Cosentyx. Before starting, get checked for tuberculosis. An increased risk of infections and lowered ability to fight them may occur, like tuberculosis or other serious bacterial, fungal, or viral infections. Some were fatal. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms like fevers, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or cough, had a vaccine or plan to, or if inflammatory bowel disease symptoms develop or worsen. Serious allergic reactions and severe eczema-like skin reactions may occur. Learn more at 1-844-COSENTYX or Cosentyx.com.
Ask your rheumatologist about Cosentyx.
If you work as a manufacturing facilities engineer, installing a new piece of equipment can be as complex as the machinery itself. From prep work to alignment and testing, it's your team's job to put it all together. That's why it's good to have Grainger on your side. With industrial-grade products and next-day delivery, Grainger helps ensure you have everything you need close at hand through every step of the installation. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.